Guys, take a moment and really like look at this video.
Adiós, adiós. 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 Come on, man.
What you are seeing is not chaos. What you are seeing is not danger. What you are seeing is a power imbalance. This is a mother. I mean, she is unarmed. She is not attacking anyone. Her children are right there watching her. And this officer, a grown man, armed, trained, backed by the full force of the federal government, decides that force is the answer. As you saw, he threw her to the ground, not because, she posed a threat, not because she was violent, but because, he could. That's what really matters here, because when someone uses physical force against a person who is already scared, already crying, already surrounded by authority everywhere, that is not law enforcement technique. That is just ego. I'm sorry. That is a little man. That is a little sad man. That's what that is. That man should not have a badge at all, especially after this incident. That badge should be taken away. There's no way somebody with that kind of temperament should be walking around with a gun and a badge. Prove me wrong. You can't. And it doesn't stop with, the physical violence. According to her account, after she was already on the ground crying, terrified, her kids watching their mother being restrained and thrown to the floor. The officer then threatened her. He threatened her, telling her that she can lose her children, as if things couldn't get any worse. A parent's deepest fear is not jail. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. It is losing their kids. And that fear was used deliberately in the most vulnerable moment possible. And that is something that we all need to realize and not forget. Okay, this is not a mistake. That is not a misunderstanding. That is psychological coercion. That's exactly what that is. That is what it is. You do not need racial slurs or something to be dehumanizing. You don't need, to even be shouting for someone to be cruel. All it takes is power and the willingness to abuse it, like this individual did. And this is where we have to be honest. When officers behave like this, they don't come off as professionals. They come off as people who are unable or unwilling to control themselves when they have authority over someone weaker. And that is extremely dangerous, not just for immigrant families, but for the rule of law itself. Because law enforcement credibility depends on restraint, discipline, on the idea that force is used only when absolutely necessary. And yet, after this video went public, after the outrage, the consequences was a brief suspension. Then this officer was put back on the job. No explanation, no accountability. The public, could see, period. I have searched. Nothing. So what message does that send? Well, it tells families watching this video that their fear doesn't matter. It tells children that what they saw happen to their mother is acceptable. And it also tells officers who act this way that they're likely to be protected. This isn't about politics. It's about standards. If someone cannot handle authority without resorting to fear and force against a crying parent in front of their children, they should not be wearing that badge. I'm sorry. Full stop. Take it away. Fire them, prosecute them. A government that traumatizes children in the name of enforcement is not projecting strength in any way, shape, or form. It's projecting failure, weak egos. God, I can say so many more things, but I'm just not. We're going to leave it at that. Thank you for watching. I am Jared Zisser, and this is Ring of Fire. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on notifications to make sure you are informed about everything important in progressive politics today. And if you are looking for fact-based independent reporting all day, every day, follow me here on Instagram or here on Facebook. See you in the next video.